Hey everyone, it's your boy Chris Jones coming at you straight from the concrete jungle. We're diving deep into the world of filmmaking, but not just the glitz and glamour, folks. We're talking about the green stuff. That's right, how to make your films earn big bucks. Making a movie? That's just half the battle. Turning it into a cash cow, now that's where the real magic happens. Whether you're an indie darling or a Hollywood hopeful, this guide is your ticket to box office success. We're going to break down the steps, the secrets, and the strategies to transform your cinematic masterpiece into a money-making machine. So grab your popcorn, dim the lights, and get ready for a crash course in Filmmaking Finance 101. This ain't your average film school lecture, folks. Every filmmaker dreams of it, seeing their name in lights, their film a blockbuster hit, raking in millions at the box office. But let's be real for a sec. Turning that dream into reality takes more than just raw talent and a killer script. It takes hustle, strategy, and a whole lot of savvy. The good news? You don't need a Hollywood studio backing you to make your film a financial success. With the right approach, even independent filmmakers can turn their passion projects into profitable ventures. We're talking about leveraging the power of social media, mastering the art of marketing, and navigating the ever-evolving landscape of film distribution. It's about understanding your audience, building a loyal fan base, and giving them an experience they won't forget. This ain't about get-rich-quick schemes, folks. This is about building a sustainable career in film, one blockbuster at a time. Let's cut to the chase. Filmmaking is a business, and like any business, it's all about the bottom line. But here's the thing. Monetizing your film isn't just about box office numbers anymore. It's about exploring multiple revenue streams, think merchandise, streaming deals, and even international distribution rights. We live in a digital age, folks, and that means a whole new world of opportunities for filmmakers to cash in on their creations. Think beyond the traditional theatrical release and tap into the power of online platforms, crowdfunding campaigns, and even brand partnerships. It's about diversifying your income, maximizing your film's reach, and building a brand that extends far beyond the big screen. This is the future of filmmaking, folks, and those who embrace it will be the ones laughing all the way to the bank. So, you've poured your heart and soul into your film. You've got a marketing plan that'd make Spielberg proud. Now what? Now it's time to roll up your sleeves and get ready to hustle, because the film industry waits for no one. This is where the rubber meets the road, folks. Building buzz, attending festivals, pitching to distributors, it's all part of the game. And don't even get me started on social media. You gotta be everywhere all the time, engaging with fans, building your following, and making sure your film is the talk of the town. But hey, that's the beauty of it all, right? It's a challenge, a grind, but the rewards, both creative and financial, are oh so sweet. So buckle up, Buttercup, because we're about to embark on a wild ride through the exciting world of film monetization. All right, let's talk turkey. The film industry is a jungle, folks. You're not the only one with a killer script. Thousands of films are vying for attention. The competition ain't afraid to play dirty. Be tough, be smart, and fight for screen space. This is just the first hurdle. The cream always rises to the top. This is where your hustle comes in. Networking is part of the game. Get your film seen by the right people. Easier said than done, but nobody said this was going to be easy. Let's address the elephant in the room, shall we? Making a film takes money. Lots of it. And unless you've got a rich uncle with deep pockets, you're going to need to get creative with your financing. Gone are the days when you could just waltz into a studio executive's office and sweet-talk your way into a blank check. These days, it's all about crowdfunding, private investors, and yes, even dipping into your own savings. Be careful with that last one, though. But listen, securing the funds is just the beginning. You gotta be smart about it. Manage your budget like a hawk, prioritize your spending, and stretch every dollar like it's a piece of bubble gum. Remember, every penny counts when you're trying to make your film a reality. This is where having a solid business plan comes in handy. So, you got the film, You've got the funding, you're ready to unleash your masterpiece upon the world. But hold your horses, amigo. There's one crucial ingredient missing: marketing. You gotta get the word out there, build some buzz, make sure your film doesn't get lost in the shuffle. And let me tell you, the world of film marketing is a labyrinth. Social media campaigns, trailers, posters, press releases, the list goes on and on. It's enough to make your head spin. But don't worry, we'll break it down for you. First things first, know your audience. Who are you making this film for? What do they watch? Where do they hang out online? Once you know who you're talking to, you can tailor your marketing efforts accordingly. Remember, you're not just selling a film, you're selling an experience, an emotion. Capture that in your marketing materials, and you'll be well on your way to packing those theaters. In the age of social media, it's easy to get caught up in the numbers game. Likes, shares, followers, they can be intoxicating. But here's the thing, folks, don't believe the hype. Just because a film has a gazillion followers doesn't mean it's a guaranteed hit. And conversely, just because a film is flying under the radar doesn't mean it's not worth your time. Focus on creating quality content, engaging with your audience authentically, and building a genuine following. Remember, word of mouth is still the most powerful form of marketing. Create a film that people will talk about, that they'll recommend to their friends and watch out. That's when the real magic happens. Don't be afraid to get scrappy, to think outside the box, to challenge the status quo. The film industry is ripe for disruption, and who knows, you just might be the one to shake things up. All right, folks, let's talk about the wild world of social media, specifically the power of the hashtag. These little guys, they ain't just for show, you know? They're like digital breadcrumbs, leading people straight to your film. But there's an art to it, see? You can't just slap any old hashtag on your posts and expect the masses to come running. You gotta be strategic, gotta think like your audience. What are they searching for? What's gonna grab their attention? Use a mix of general film-related hashtags like #IndieFilm, #MovieMagic, the classics. But don't forget to get specific too. Think about your genre, your themes, your target demographic. Got a rom-com set in New York City? Hashtag #NYClove, #LaughOutLoud, #Date Night Movie. You get the picture. And don't be afraid to jump on those trending hashtags too. Just make sure it's relevant to your film. You don't want to be that guy, the one who tries to shoehorn their zombie flick into a conversation about kittens. Ain't a good look. Now, every filmmaker's dream going viral. Picture this. Your trailer drops, it hits the internet like a ton of bricks, and boom! Millions of views, shares. Everyone's talking about your little indie masterpiece. Listen, I ain't gonna lie, going viral, it's like catching lightning in a bottle. There's no guaranteed formula, no magic recipe. But you can increase your chances, see? It's all about creating content that's shareable, engaging, something that gets people talking. Think outside the box. Maybe it's a behind-the-scenes clip that shows the heart and soul you poured into your film. Maybe it's a funny blooper reel that gives people a good laugh. Or maybe, just maybe, you've got a scene so powerful, so emotionally resonant, that it leaves people speechless. Whatever it is, make sure it's authentic. Make sure it represents you and your film, and most importantly, make sure it's something you're proud of. Remember, folks, the internet has a mind of its own. Sometimes the most unexpected things go viral. So don't be afraid to experiment, to have some fun with it. You never know what's going to catch fire. Section 3. Finding your tribe. Here's the thing about social media, folks. It's not just about broadcasting your message to the masses. It's about building a community, finding your tribe, connecting with people who share your passion for film. Engage with your followers, respond to their comments, even if it's just a quick thank you. Show them you're listening, that you appreciate their support. Join Facebook groups dedicated to filmmaking, participate in Twitter chats, share your knowledge, ask questions, learn from others in the industry. Remember, you're not alone in this journey. There's a whole community of filmmakers out there, all hustling, all chasing their dreams, just like you. And who knows, you might even make some valuable connections along the way. A fellow filmmaker who becomes a lifelong collaborator, a film critic who falls in love with your work. The possibilities are endless. So get out there, build your tribe, and watch your film soar. Section 4. Don't just trend, connect. Listen, I get it. It's tempting to get caught up in the numbers game. More followers, more likes, more shares. It's easy to equate that with success. But here's the thing, folks. Social media, it's not just about vanity metrics. It's about building genuine connections, about fostering a sense of community around your film. Don't just blast promotional material all the time. Share behind-the-scenes glimpses into your process, your inspirations, your struggles. Let people see the human side of filmmaking, the passion, the dedication, the sheer grit that goes into bringing a story to life. Ask questions, run polls, get your audience involved in the conversation. Make them feel like they're a part of something special, something bigger than themselves. Remember, folks, at the end of the day, it's not about how many followers you have, but how many of those followers you can turn into true fans. Fans who will champion your film, spread the word, and come back for more. So don't just trend, connect. Section 1. The dark side of the biz. Time for a reality check. Sabotage in the film industry. Yeah, you heard that right. Some folks play dirty. Review bombing. Your film hits the shelves. You're excited, anxious. Then a barrage of negative reviews. It's a punch to the gut. Not all negative reviews are equal. Some have different tastes. Can't please everyone. But some have an agenda. Those are the review bombers. Don't feed the trolls. What do you do when you find yourself on the receiving end of a review bombing campaign? First rule, don't panic. Trust me on this one. Panicking, lashing out, it just throws fuel on the fire. They feed off your frustration. It's what they want, so don't give them the satisfaction. Now, while rallying your troops is crucial, don't underestimate the power of cold, hard facts. See, review bombers, they thrive on anonymity, on spreading misinformation, on twisting the narrative to fit their agenda. Time to shine a light on their shady tactics, expose them for the frauds they are. Gather evidence, my friends. Screenshots, timestamps, IP addresses, anything that proves these ain't genuine reviews, but a coordinated attack. Contact the platform where the review bombing is happening. Most of these websites, they got policies against this kind of behavior. Provide them with the evidence, make your case, and demand action. And don't be afraid to go public with it. Write a blog post, share your story on social media, get the word out there. Transparency is key here, folks. Let people know what's going on. Let them see the lengths these trolls are willing to go to discredit you and your work. Remember, sunlight is the best disinfectant. Expose those cockroaches to the light and watch them scatter. Here's the thing about adversity, folks. It's got a funny way of making you stronger, more resilient. This whole review bombing ordeal, as traumatic as it might seem at the time, it can actually work in your favor. How, you ask? By turning lemons into lemonade, my friends. Use this as an opportunity to garner sympathy, to rally support for your film. People, they love an underdog story, a David versus Goliath battle. Frame yourself as the victim of a smear campaign, a passionate artist being bullied by faceless trolls. But remember, keep it classy. No ranting, no raving, no stooping to their level. Maintain your composure, your dignity, and let your work speak for itself. Address the controversy head-on, but with a touch of humor, a dash of self-deprecation. Make light of the situation, poke fun at the absurdity of it all. People respond to authenticity, to vulnerability. Show them you're human, that you can take a punch and come back swinging, and they'll respect you for it. Here's the bottom line, folks. You can't please everyone. No matter how good your film is, how hard you work, how much blood, sweat, and tears you pour into it, there will always be someone who hates it. And that's okay. Because for every hater, for every troll hiding behind their keyboard, there are countless others out there who will connect with your story, who will appreciate your vision, who will champion your work. Focus on those people, on building a community of genuine fans who appreciate your artistry, your voice, your unique perspective. Don't let the negativity drag you down. Don't let it define you or your work. Remember why you started this journey in the first place. The passion, the fire in your belly, the burning desire to tell stories that move people, that make them think, that stay with them long after the credits roll. That's what matters, folks. That's what they can't take away from you. So keep creating, keep hustling, keep your head held high, and never, ever let the bastards grind you down. All right, folks, let's talk about press releases. Press releases? Isn't that old school in this digital age? The game has changed, but there's still a place for this method. A well-crafted press release grabs attention. You gotta know how to play the game. This is show business, baby. Bring the razzle-dazzle. So, how do you craft a press release that'll have those journalists scrambling for their notepads? First things first, keep it concise. Journalists, they're busy folks, constantly bombarded with information from all sides. You gotta grab their attention fast, which means no rambling on about your film school accolades or your lifelong love of Scorsese. Start with a strong headline, something catchy, something intriguing, something that screams, "Read me!" Then, give them the who, what, when, where, and why of your film in a clear, concise manner. Think of it like a news report, just the facts, ma'am. But here's the secret sauce. Inject your personality into it. Let your passion for the project shine through. Use strong verbs, vivid language, and don't be afraid to show a little bit of that New York City swagger. Remember, you're not just conveying information, you're selling a story. Make them feel something. Writing a killer press release is just half the battle. The other half? Getting it into the right hands. Targeted marketing strategies apply here too. Research your audience. Identify journalists, bloggers, influencers. Build a media list. Local outlets can be just as effective. It's about reaching the right eyes.
I feel nauseous, believe me. Never had a lot of shit come easy. Had to work hard,
Now, here's the thing about press releases, they're not a magic bullet. You can't just send them out into the ether and expect a flood of media coverage to magically appear. You gotta follow up, folks. Give those journalists a few days to digest the information, then reach out again. Politely inquire if they have any questions, offer to connect them with the director for an interview, maybe even tempt them with an exclusive clip from the film. And remember, building relationships takes time. Don't expect every journalist to bite on your first pitch. Keep at it, keep sending out those press releases, keep nurturing those connections. You never know when one of those journalists might just become your film's biggest champion. And lastly, don't underestimate the power of persistence. The film industry, it's a marathon, not a sprint. Keep pushing, keep promoting, keep believing in your film, and eventually those press mentions, those glowing reviews, those coveted interviews, they'll start rolling in. Just remember, folks, you gotta make it count.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
All right, folks, let's talk about the wizards behind the curtain, the ones who make the magic happen, the production company. Now, whether you're a seasoned filmmaker or just starting out, chances are you're going to need a crew, a team of talented individuals to help bring your cinematic vision to life. But here's the thing, not all production companies are created equal. Just like you wouldn't hire a plumber to fix your electrical wiring, you don't want to entrust your precious film to just any group of camera-wielding cowboys. You need a team with experience, with passion, with a proven track record of success. And that, my friends, is where due diligence comes in. Before you sign any contracts, before you hand over a single dollar, you gotta do your homework. Think of it like dating, but instead of swiping right on Tinder, you're scrolling through websites, watching demo reels, and checking references. You're looking for a match made in cinematic heaven, a team that understands your vision, shares your commitment to quality, and won't skip town with your production budget. Now, in this digital age, it's easier than ever to slap together a fancy website and call yourself a production company. But just because they've got a slick online presence and a bunch of testimonials from satisfied customers doesn't mean they're the real deal. Remember, folks, all that glitters ain't gold. You gotta look beyond the surface, dig a little deeper. One of the biggest red flags to watch out for inflated view counts. Yeah, you heard that right. In this world of online metrics and viral fame, some companies, they try to boost their credibility by artificially inflating their numbers. They buy followers, they buy likes, they even buy views on their demo reels. But here's the thing, those numbers, they're just smoke and mirrors. They don't reflect actual talent, actual experience, actual results. So how do you separate the wheat from the chaff? By looking for quality, not quantity. Don't be swayed by flashy graphics or impressive sounding numbers. So, what should you be looking for when evaluating a production company? First and foremost, quality over quantity. Don't get distracted by a lengthy client list or a demo reel that's longer than your attention span. Focus on the work itself. Is it well shot? Well edited? Does it tell a story? Does it evoke emotion? Remember, a good production company, they're storytellers at heart. They understand the power of visuals, of sound, of pacing, of creating an immersive experience that draws the viewer in and doesn't let go. Look for creativity, for originality, for a unique voice that sets them apart from the pack. And don't be afraid to ask for references. Talk to past clients. Get a feel for what it's like to work with this company. Are they collaborative, professional? Do they meet deadlines? Do they stay within budget? Remember, filmmaking is a collaborative process. You need a team that you can trust, a team that has your back, a team that's going to go above and beyond to make your film the best it can be. Finding the right production company, it's like assembling a team of superheroes, each with their own unique powers and abilities. You've got your director, the visionary leader, the captain of the ship. You've got your cinematographer, the master of light and shadow, the painter with moving pictures. You've got your editor, the architect of time and space, the one who weaves the story together. And let's not forget about the sound designer, the composer, the production designer. Every single member of the team plays a crucial role in bringing your vision to life. So take your time, do your research, and assemble your A-team. Because with the right crew by your side, there's no limit to what you can achieve. And who knows, you might just create cinematic magic together. That's the dream, right? So we've covered a lot of ground, folks. We've talked about the challenges, the competition, the ever-evolving landscape of the film industry. It's enough to make your head spin, right? But here's the thing. Don't get discouraged. See, as indie filmmakers, we've got a secret weapon, an ace up our sleeve, our independence. We ain't beholden to studio execs. We ain't slaves to the almighty dollar. Well, not entirely anyway. We've got the freedom to tell the stories we want to tell, the way we want to tell them. We can take risks, push boundaries, experiment, and innovate without having a bunch of suits breathing down our necks. And that, my friends, is a beautiful thing. It's what sets us apart from the big-budget blockbusters, the formulaic sequels, the endless remakes. We're the rebels, the mavericks, the voices crying out in the wilderness. We're the ones pushing the art form forward, one low-budget masterpiece at a time. Now, I ain't gonna lie to you, this indie filmmaking game, it ain't for the faint of heart. It's a hustle, a grind, a constant uphill battle against the odds. But that's what makes it so rewarding, right? When you pour your heart and soul into a project, when you sacrifice everything to bring your vision to life, when you overcome every obstacle, every rejection, every setback, and finally see your film on that screen, there's no feeling like it in the world. So embrace the hustle, folks. Embrace the challenges, the rejections, the long nights, and even longer days. Because when you finally achieve your dream, when you hold that finished film in your hands, when you see your name up on that screen, it'll all be worth it. Every last drop of sweat, every tear, every penny. Now, we've talked a lot about the creative side of filmmaking, the passion, the artistry, the blood, sweat, and tears. But let's not forget about the bottom line, the green stuff, the reason we're all here making money. Remember, folks, filmmaking is a business, and like any business, you gotta spend money to make money. But here's the good news. With a little bit of savvy, a whole lot of hustle, and the strategies we've discussed today, you can turn your indie masterpiece into a profitable venture. Don't be afraid to think outside the box, to explore alternative revenue streams, to leverage the power of the digital age. From crowdfunding campaigns to online distribution platforms, from merchandise sales to international licensing deals, the possibilities are endless. So there you have it, folks. My crash course in indie filmmaking, guerrilla style. We've covered a lot of ground, from navigating the treacherous waters of social media to assembling your A-team of filmmaking superheroes. But at the end of the day, All the advice, all the strategies, all the tips and tricks in the world, they don't mean a damn thing if you don't have one crucial ingredient: passion. Passion for storytelling, passion for filmmaking, passion for bringing your unique vision to life. So go out there, folks, armed with your cameras, your scripts, and your dreams, and make your masterpiece. The world's waiting to see it. And who knows, you might just become the next Tarantino, the next Spielberg, the next Scorsese. And if anyone tells you you can't do it, just tell them Chris Jones sent you. Now go get it.